Hello, good morning, traders in sunny London. This is Andy Demi from the London Trading Institute. So, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick update on Bitcoin, where we are right now, and what to kind of prepare for where we might be going next. Okay, so we're going to break down using technical analysis and basically make some predictions and identify when the market is going to give us the direction. If you are new to our channel, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and please hit the like button so that we can get out to more people. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get straight into it, and we're going to look at this Bitcoin chart. So as you can see right here, Bitcoin is basically ranging. And you can see that for a number of reasons. One, you can see this kind of triangle pattern, which is a ranging pattern. And, one of the other clues is when you see moving averages. So if you have a look at these moving averages here, when they start to cross each other like this and starting to flatten out, again, that's another sign of a ranging market. And that's basically what we're doing. If you kind of compare it to this period here where the moving averages were moving, the red was below the green, so the 50 was below the 200, and it was a really nice strong trend. Right now, that's not the case. It's just kind of ranging. Okay, it's going sideways and basically building up energy. And you can see that it's coming up towards the end of this this triangle pattern. So we've got to kind of, we've got to be aware of this because there's a number of traps that could happen on both sides. So if I just kind of bring my pen in, the thing you've got to be careful of with these kind of retail, well-recognized patterns is that institutions, whales, tend to use them for traps. So, essentially speaking, as you get towards the kind of end part of this triangle, at some point it's going to have to break, right? And it doesn't normally get right to the end. It normally, somewhere where we are now, it could start to basically break down, which would basically create a sell signal, or break up, which would basically create a buy signal. But the thing that you need to be aware of is that because, more and more institutions are trading this now, especially Bitcoin, and certainly big whales are trading this, there's more kind of FX type traps coming into play. So, if you think about it, right, like if people want to kind of unload Bitcoin, they might just kind of push this through. And then all of a sudden, you have all these kind of retail traders jumping in, only to then trap you and go back into the triangle and then go the other way, right? So you've got to be careful of that trap. Right now, I mean, it's been pushing up. It's been making these kind of higher highs, higher lows. However, the thing that you've got to understand is that this price action is not super strong, right? It's not moving anywhere very fast. Now, if you kind of compare price action, look at the way this market moved here and the way this market moved here, right? That had some power to it, some speed, right? Direction. This here is not really doing that, and you can kind of see that, right? It's just kind of channeling up. We can actually probably draw some channel lines there as well, just like that. And maybe I'll change the color here. Let's make it yellow, and then we could take it and see if we can find a good line of best fit. So you can see that's pretty good there, right? So you can see that the market is basically just channeling right now. And what I quite like about that is this is a really nice area actually, because you've got this this 50-day moving average. We've had a cross up now, obviously we've had other crosses before and it's just ended up ranging, but at some point it might break. So this area here could represent a decent little zone certainly for at least a short-term bounce. And if you put like a horizontal line on it as well, like that, that looks quite nice. I mean, you've got this line here. You can see it's reacting quite nicely. And here and here. So, and we've had a nice little push strong up, and I like that kind of, it's taking its time to come back down. Okay, it looks a bit like a flag, but we'd basically be looking for a retracement. So you'd be looking at about 41,250 for at least a short-term bounce. And one of the things that I like to do with kind of these kind of short-term bounces is, I would just take the Fibonacci from high to low, and I would use the fibs as potential targets. So this one here would be like target 1, and then this one here could be target 2. So that way you don't need to necessarily predict, whether the market's going to break up or whether the market's going to break down. You can just kind of trade it and make some money that way. Now, just kind of, if we do break out one way or the other, let's just kind of come up with some levels here. So this one here is the distance. So we would just take that distance from there, and we would project from where it broke out. So let's just pretend it's going to be here, and then the same thing on the downside, and that would give us basically a break to the upside would give us roughly a target of about 50, just shy of 54,000, which actually coincidentally brings you up to this really nice old support that has not been tested as support. So that's going to be a good target for the bulls to go for. I like that target a lot. So I think if we break to the upside, I think a buy and hold towards 54,000 would represent a really nice move. You'd be basically, you could, from current prices, you're looking at about, $11,000-$12,000 move, okay, per Bitcoin. Other option is if this market did come a little bit lower and come back to the bottom down here, you could be looking to buy it around 40K, a big round number. Okay, we know how big 40K is, and then to hold again to see if it can actually break up. And don't forget, guys, we've been saying about March being the month where I think Bitcoin could turn. We're still in March, towards the end of March, early April. We've seen a lot of market turn, Bitcoin turn around then. So again, that could be, I just wonder whether that could play out again. And so, any kind of buy here and here could represent a really nice, smart move. Now, I have spoken about the other side, which is, is this market going to essentially break down first, maybe go down towards these 29, 30K levels, take out, some stops, basically complete this kind of triangle pattern, and then ultimately the whales might buy it. That's a possibility as well. So right now we don't really have enough information, but what you can do is you can speculate. So buying here and buying here, you'd want to put your stop below that 40K. And if you got stopped out, then potentially this is either going to be a trap where we go back into the triangle and you can buy again. Okay. Or if it's not a trap and we are indeed going to go down, then we kind of can start preparing to buy at these kind of lower levels. All right, guys. So that is all from me today. I just wanted to do a quick update on Bitcoin. Hope that helps. Hit the like button if you enjoyed that video, and comment below. Let me know what you think. What do you think Bitcoin's going to do? The more engagement you give me, the more I'm going to give you my feedback. So, don't be afraid to comment. Let me know your thoughts. Are you thinking Bitcoin is ready to rally to 54,000, or do you think we are going to get down to 30,000 first? So who thinks 50? Who thinks 30? Comment. Let me know your thoughts and any other questions you've got. Wishing you a great day, guys, and catch you again soon with another video. Take care.